Hey entrepreneurs, Sam Day here from Day Tips, and in this video I'm speaking about why you do not need a website to market your business. Now my only caveat to that is if you are focused on search engine optimization, so SEO, if you're trying to get ranked in Google because you know your product or your service is going to do well organically in Google, then yes, you should be focused on your website, blogging, and all of the SEO tips that I speak about. I'll leave a link to my SEO playlist as well in the description. So if you're focused on SEO, then yes, you need a website. But other than that, you don't need a website to market your business. And it's funny because I was actually in my office a few months ago, and the office that I was in is like a serviced office, so there's loads of different businesses there. And I bumped into a lady on my way to my office, and she was asking me what I did, and we kind of had a conversation. I told her I did marketing, and the first thing she asked me is, oh, can you make websites? Is that what you do? Can you make me a website? And it's so funny that when I tell people I do marketing, the first thing they assume is I build websites. And actually, that's probably the action that I do the least, is building websites. Now, if you don't need a website to market your business, what are the things that you do need? Well, you don't need an entire website, but you can do extremely well if you focused on crafting landing pages. So the landing page software that I tend to use is one called Leadpages. Leadpages allows you to kind of just create landing pages as and when you need them. So for example, if you're trying to build up your email list, which is the second important asset that you need, then you don't need an entire website to do that. All you need is one page that promotes your lead magnet, the thing that you give away for free, and that allows you to build up your email list. You might also build out a sales page. This is a page where you communicate the value of the product or service that you are offering. You don't need an entire website for that product. You can literally have a squeeze page or a landing page that allows people to opt into your email list and then funnel people directly to your sales page. And those two pages alone, you can actually build a really sustainable business without spending so much time, money, and effort building out this entire website. So early on in my career of marketing, I remember I was helping a family friend do his marketing. And when he came to me, he had already spent tens of thousands of pounds building a website, and to this day he hasn't made a penny. And that is because he spent all of his money in the wrong place. He literally could have signed up to Leadpages and cheaply created some landing pages to promote his business and used the rest of the money towards advertisement, generating new leads and emailing those leads often. So I did mention email being the second thing that's important. So rather than focusing so much time, energy, effort, and money in a website that's not probably going to do much for your business unless you're focused on SEO, once you have your landing page, you then want to start thinking about email marketing. So I use a platform called Aweber. That's one that I highly recommend for newbies. If you have a bigger business, then you might want to use something like Keep as your CRM system. And I'll leave links to both of those videos in the description. So I feel like most entrepreneurs have things the wrong way around. They focus so heavily on having a website and they don't focus enough on having an email list. If I go to any business meetup and there's other entrepreneurs there who are just starting out in their business, one of the first things they'll ask is, how did you build your website, or where's your website? And that's kind of like the main question that people ask. And what people don't ask is, how are you building your list? Like, what lead magnets are you offering? How are you attracting new leads consistently to your business? That should be the question that a lot of people are asking, but we don't ask that as entrepreneurs because we're not taught that. We're just taught to get a fancy website out and to spend loads of money on it and to put it on the internet, and no one comes and visits it. And not only that, but one of the biggest mistakes that I see so many people making, especially with their paid ads, is they will send paid traffic directly to the homepage of their website. So they've spent all of this money in Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever it is, just to promote their entire website, and someone comes to the website, they don't know what page to go to because there's too many options for them. What is so much better is if you create a dedicated sequence for your paid traffic visitors to go through. So when they click on your advertisement, they go to a dedicated landing page that gives them what you promised in the advert, rather than sending them to the homepage of your website where they just get lost. And that's another reason why entire websites don't convert as well unless you have a proper SEO strategy. So another great investment that is better than a website is a webinar software. So I use a platform called Webinar Jam, and Webinar Jam can actually help you to conduct your webinars. You can actually create landing pages to promote your webinars as well using Webinar Jam. And it gives you all of the statistics in terms of how many people have signed up, how many people show up live. And I find it to be a really intuitive tool to use. So why are webinars so important for your business? Well, when it comes to online marketing, people like to buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And let's say, for example, you are a skincare brand and you sell products that help people relieve irritation on their skin. Now, you might know a lot of things about what causes irritation to the skin, and people might not necessarily know about your product or trust your product enough to buy it and implement that on their skin. But you can actually conduct a webinar, a free webinar, where you give away useful information about research that's been done on skin irritation, some natural causes, some natural remedies, and you attract people to that webinar and you give away free information. And the free information teaches people about the skin irritation, but also what you can do is tell people about your solution as well and why you came up with your product and how your product can help with this issue as well. So after attending that webinar, if people don't buy straight away, that's absolutely fine, because hopefully you have them on your email list. When you've been accumulating people to come to your webinar, you've been registering them and registering their email list, and those emails will sit nicely in your Aweber account. But what you want to ensure that you do is provide as much value as you can during these webinars, and then some people will buy your product during the webinar, or the people who don't at least have more trust with you. So if they do get a promotional email from you or they see one of your adverts online, that's another touch point. And because they know, like, and trust you a little bit more because of the information you've given them, they're a lot more likely to buy your product. So I obviously have a website, and my website is hosted by WordPress, and my website performs certain functions in my business for me. And if you want a website, I recommend WordPress because it's really good for SEO, but you do need a hosting account. I recommend checking out SiteGround, and I'll leave them in the description as well. So sometimes you might have a landing page and you might be driving traffic to that landing page, either using paid traffic methods or social media or whatever methods you might be using. And people might see your brand, they might see your service or see what you have on offer, and they want to check you out a little bit more. So they might go to your social media and they might go to your website just as a reference to see what you are about, and so you can represent yourself a little bit better. So in that sense, having a website can be good so that people are aware of who you are. They can go to your about page, find out, the previous clients you've worked with, or if there are any reviews about your product or your service. This could be really good. It's also really good as well because if someone buys your product and they want to recommend it, either, they might be a blogger and they might blog about the product or service that they got from you, and they might link to your website, or they might be a social media influencer. They might not link to your landing page that they discovered you by, but they might link back to your website. So once you've got someone as a customer, then yes, of course, you can send them to your website, to new blog articles, or, to learn a little bit more about you. But in most cases, someone's website is not necessarily the lifeblood of their business. It's a part of their marketing, yes, 100%. But unless they're really focused on SEO and getting articles and product pages ranked in Google, most of their business is going to be reliant on their email list, their webinar software, creating landing pages, and then obviously their ability to drive traffic either through paid ads or through organic methods to those landing pages. So hopefully this video helped you out. This week, I've actually launched a new course that might help you out. It's called Master Digital Marketing. It's designed to take you from a marketing beginner to a marketing pro. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. And if you actually purchase before the 5th of April, 2024, you can get £100 off using the coupon code in the description. But I also have the formula, which is absolutely free. And if you haven't read the formula, I highly recommend grabbing a copy. It's going to teach you the essentials to marketing your business on the internet. So if you're a passionate entrepreneur, you have a product, you have a service, but you're confused on how to get it out, and you want to trade your confusion for conversions, then download the formula completely free. Again, link is going to be in the description. But if you like this video, please give it a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.